Hello. Here, let me put the link in there. I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. Come on, move. Oh, getting on my nerves. Hello, I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties and it's pissing me off right now. Hello, John Jay.
What's up, Corey?
Hey, Chiefs won, huh?
Yep.
And I'm getting mad at the computer. Having some technical difficulty.
Oh. Okay.
It wouldn't come on.
Hmm.
And still having trouble getting my camera to work.
Hmm. No worries.
Hello, DST.
Hey, hello, Corey Davis. You enjoyed the Super Bowl?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I wanted to make a small little community reminder for everybody. Remember, credit fraud's important, identity fraud's important, and so is Eagles fraud, Super Bowl fraud.
Hey, Eagles fly home, losers.
I'm sorry, my show started late.
No worries.
Technical difficulties.
No worries.
My computer wouldn't come on.
All right, NFL season officially over. Now it's the Suns' turn.
Now it's the Suns. Oh, hell no. That was terrible.
Kevin Durant.
No, I'm just kidding. We'll see who wins. We'll see.
You guys playing the Mavericks tonight, no?
No, we don't play until Tuesday.
Which one's on? Let me see.
Oh.
Hey, Corey, I see you.
They go to camera.
I see you. The famous.
Came on.
I'm still conflicted getting rid of Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson for Kevin Durant. Those are two key young players for the Suns.
Yeah, me too.
That's a questionable
trade.
Cam
Johnson, I'm fine with. Mikal Bridges, I kind of didn't want to.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges, he's still.
What do you think about that game, Corey?
I liked it.
Yeah, good game. YTC.
What's up, fellas?
Also, I'm sorry to take everyone's excitement, but the Suns are better than the Lakers. Cough, cough.
To be honest, I feel like the Lakers really improved over this trade deadline.
So, Eagles, what happened to the dynasty you were going to create? Like TRL said.
YTC, I was just worrying everybody about. YTC, I was worrying everybody about credit fraud, identity fraud, and then Super Bowl fraud.
You know what? Nick Sirianni, you'll never be Andy Reid. Nick Sirianni.
I should timestamp. I should timestamp me saying that. That was funny.
You'll never be Brian Dable, and you'll never be fucking Andy Reid.
All those wins, they beat the Giants, they beat the 49ers, and they blew it in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Oh no!
Welcome to being
posted a video.
Welcome to being Kyle Shanahan, Sirianni. Welcome to the club.
You guys know what they're saying? The refs
helped us. The refs helped us. Shut up, you thong-wearing fatters. In the words of The Rock.
Frauds.
Like Kelsey said, you jabronis, don't. What did he say?
I think that was
your role.
Your horse.
Yeah, exactly. Know your role and shut your mouth. This is Kansas City. Yeah.
You and your overrated Philly cheesesteaks and your jabroni horse shit eating team didn't do shit. You jabronis.
I don't know.
That's how I do it.
Philly cheesesteaks need more variety. Them shits are literally just a bathroom toilet. That's just a free bathroom toilet. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, Sixers fans, are you guys gonna save Philly fans?
Hey, Sixer fans, are you gonna beat my Knicks?
You gonna claim the Eagles?
No, they're in a choke too if they go to this NBA Finals Like the
Hey, listen,
baseball,
Philly. This is the beginning of
baseball
the
like
end.
in football.
I cannot wait to play Philly in the fucking playoffs when we, end their.
Oh, yo, DST,
Crazy Jews.
What's going on?
Another one.
What's up,
Since
Bebop?
you're
Jones? What's
you're
up,
a
man?
Heat fan, since you're a Heat fan, I gotta ask. Apparently, Kyle Lowry was supposed to get traded, but somehow it didn't happen.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry was supposed to be traded. I think they were just worried about the rotation pieces because, of course, if Lowry was supposed to go, that's not going to compensate. So people were just concerned if Hero was going to go as well, or Victor Oladipo that should have left for a rotation piece because the only thing we got out of all this over the deadline was Dwayne Dedman for cash considerations.
Where is my money? Where you hiding? Just said they effing cheated for the Chiefs.
Yep, of course.
You
Cheated.
deserve to
I
be
knew it.
screwed. You
I
deserve to
knew
be
it.
screwed. Shout out to Vince.
He's like
Cheated.
cheated for the Chiefs.
You know what wasn't cheated? Andy Reid out coaching Nick Sirianni because Sirianni will never be Andy Reid, and pretty soon once we get weapons, he'll never be Brian Dable.
You're
This
just
is why
Shanahan.
he won Coach of the Year over you.
You're Brandon
Yeah.
Staley, Sirianni.
Yeah, where
Brandon Staley with a talented team.
Yes.
Cal, I wish you would listen to this.
I mean, Staley still had a talented team. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, way more talented team.
Cal Shanahan, I want you to watch what Andy Reid did. You see how he challenged that incomplete
Yeah,
pass?
that's smart. That's football 101 right there.
He
Hey
challenged
man, I'm just glad I was able to watch the Super Bowl in peace. Like, jeez, man.
coming in. My
I
man,
couldn't, but at the end of it, I got
McNair.
peace.
What's up, David?
What up, David? We smoking that Cheagles pack? Smoking that Cheagles pack?
Eagles fly home, losers.
We smoking that E-Girls pack?
Dude, all right. So let's just be honest here.
Yes, sir.
I was watching the game, and I saw the Eagles false start like 11
Multiple
times.
times! Yeah,
No
that's a fact.
flags. If
And they
any
were-
Eagles fan is like, "Oh, the refs gave it to the Chiefs," no, they
First
didn't.
of all, they
dude.
missed the PI on the opening drive. I knew this game was BS. They missed the PI.
And that
I mean,
fumble too.
Lane
was,
Johnson
PI
was
off the
jumping
fumble.
every time.
Miles
and like that
Sanders.
fumble too. The fumble touchdown for the Chiefs. They
Brad
call that
Berry's,
incomplete.
Brad Berry's PI call over on
Bradbury,
Juju.
we sure ain't missing you over here in New York with the way you were giving that shit up.
Where was this?
Yeah, that was.
Speaking of
I
me-
mean, there's no way. I cannot say the refs handed it to the Chiefs. I can't say that. There were so many things that the refs handed the Eagles and just let them get away with. No,
Yep,
that is
yep,
not
you're
the
right.
case.
You're right.
Just take your loss, all right? Eat a cheesesteak in sadness, all right?
No, go eat your horse shit since you like becoming what you eat.
He's
Go eat
saying,
the
did.
horse shit.
They did what the Phillies did in baseball. They choked.
Go eat horse shit like you normally do.
And the Flyers.
Either way,
suck.
you were gonna
The
do.
Sixers are gonna choke.
so first,
Eat horse shit.
what happened? First, what happened? Their semi-football team lost.
They're semi-football.
Okay,
Yeah, the Yosef fell. Yep.
their
They're amateur
baseball
league.
team. Their baseball team lost, and I know soccer is what their professional soccer lost. You know, and now
Philadelphia.
their football team lost.
Depressing for Philly.
Seriously, how you gonna false start off your own hard count formation? That's
All right.
crazy.
So what's up, Crazy Juice, Bebop, Damian Lee? What's good, man?
Crazy
Hey,
Jews.
TOP. Yep. The Hertz business is closed.
The Hurt business got
That's
decommissionized. Yep. The Hurt business got decommissionized. You were talking all about the
Don't
Hurt
waste,
business.
don't
So,
waste my time.
now-
We decommissionized that fucker.
I have to apologize on something. Like Tom Brady, the 3 times he's won league MVP, he lost both times to the Giants and he lost to the Eagles. So I have to take that away. But Tom Brady has 7 rings, so it doesn't matter. You know, he's been an MVP player, but the quarterbacks who win MVP and they go to the Super Bowl, they lose. So I have to.
Not this year.
Mahomes broke the curse. Yeah, Mahomes broke that curse.
I think Patrick Mahomes will pass Tom Brady
Okay, so-
on rings.
And the cool part about it is the last MVP to win the Super Bowl was fucking Kurt Warner. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what 99.
No, 2001. Like early
1,000 or some shit.
I feel like
Mahomes-
Andy Reid.
against the Titans. Yeah.
You think Andy Reid has finally made it over to that upper
Blue
echelon
title.
of
I
Hall
don't
of
care.
Fame
Title
coaches?
should have won that. Fuck him.
No, Andy Reid definitely cemented himself up there after this.
Now he has
He's
the
going
most
to- he's going
Lombardis
to the
as a
Hall of
head
Fame.
coach for the Chiefs.
Well,
He's going to the Hall.
well, Andy Reid has won over 300 games, so that's a tough milestone for anybody to do.
Yeah, for any head coach, yeah.
He's played, so he's 2-2 in Super Bowls. He lost one with the Eagles, he lost one with the Chiefs, and he's won. So he's 2-2. So he has 4 Super Bowl appearances. 500. So he's going to the Hall of Fame no matter what.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, these
Now-
fucking referees
now-
fucking sucks.
I will say this. Like, I agree with Tommy Huxley that the Chiefs defense is like mid-tier. That's why they
Mid-tier,
gave up a bunch of
secondary.
points. But if say Kansas City had the Niners defense, nah.
Oh, that game they would have not
Oh,
dropped
that would
30
have been
points.
over. That would have been
I'm
over
sorry.
without a
They
second.
wouldn't have not dropped
and
30 points.
Also,
Hell no.
Patrick Mahomes, I'm sorry, I don't care what Eagles fans say, but Patrick Mahomes is not trash. I'm sorry.
Who said that?
Eagles
Mahomes is the
man.
epitome of clutch.
Hey, when
Mahomes is
Patrick
literally
Mahomes
business.
retire, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame too.
And also,
Hey, listen,
yeah,
he's already done more than what Peyton Manning has done, and he beat 2 top 5 defenses in the league in those 2 Super Bowls he won.
While being consistent over completion
Mahomes,
ratings.
he did more than what Peyton did within 5 years.
He already has the third most postseason touchdowns out of 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks.
okay,
And this
so
is just over 27 years
Both
old.
Manning brothers, by the way. I'll say both Manning
all
brothers,
right,
yeah.
so let's look at his resume. Let's look at he was a 2018 and 2022 MVP. So he has 2 MVPs. He has 3 Super Bowl appearances. He's 2-1. Looking at his numbers, he's 8 touchdowns away from 200. He has a career touchdown interception ratio of almost plus 150. That is
Damn.
insane. 1 plus
Damn, that's
150.
crazy.
Like, I don't care about passer ratings, but he has a 106 passer rating.
What's up, platform 246?
Yep, you're right
Lawrence,
there,
what's
man.
up, buddy?
And he has a win percentage. Let's look at his win percentage.
Right, faithful. What happened? Yep. Chiefs got that W.
And Patrick Mahomes has an 80% win record. And yeah, you know, let's not forget he does have a good support cast, but with the skills
Overall,
that
it comes
he
to
has-
coaching too.
I know
Along with
the
coaching.
skills that he has, the team that he has, and you can say Patrick Mahomes is the main reason why they win football games. He's not the only, but he's the main reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
gotta
that
be
clutch.
So
the second most reason got to be because of Travis Kelce.
now the question is going to be,
What's up, man?
now the question is going to be, how many championships will he have? Because he's probably going to play till the age of 40.
And he's only 27.
So-
That's the crazy thing.
That's going to be now. Can he catch up to Tom Brady? I'm going to say this: he probably has the best opportunity to catch up to Tom Brady, but we got to
I
see.
think
It depends on the team.
I think-
It depends on the team.
if he still wins like 2,
Hey, listen, it also depends on the teams,
I'll be
around
satisfied.
him
I feel like
and how
he
he
deserves.
manages around them.
I
Yeah, he
feel
does
like
have a
deserves
shot.
it.
Okay, so, and I'm sorry, but there's a guy, on Rumbo stream. I don't know if he calls in, and I don't even call in anymore. But his name is Big Show, and he's like,
Well,
No,
he
stop.
says
Well,
Patrick
the
Mahomes
Big Show.
quarterbacks don't work in the NFL. Okay,
what?
he's been to 3 Super Bowls, Mr. Big Show, and he has won not the way Tom Brady. I'm sorry, Mr. No disrespect to Mac Jones.
Yeah,
and
because
all
his
the pocket
defenses were
passing
ass.
You
Who
need
said
a
pocket
quarterback.
passers don't work?
So I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, you do need a quarterback who can extend plays with their legs, avoid sacks, things like that. And I'm sorry, but again, I don't hate the pocket passing quarterbacks. If they work, they work. But you do need a quarterback. And today, and again, this is coming in partial. Jalen Hurts wasn't a pocket passing quarterback. He was in the.
He was
Super
running
Bowl.
all over the field, yeah.
Yeah, they were
Well-
doing option plays, draw plays,
Mhm.
sneaks,
He had 2 rushing for like 70+ rushing yards.
They were just gadget run over gadget run, and as soon as Hurts had to rush over under pressure, if it wasn't for Dallas Goedert bailing him out, they would have been outplayed.
Hey, imagine if the 49ers picked up Patrick Mahomes. Man.
Oh, I would.
Oh, that's a dynasty. No, that's a dynasty.
That's a dynasty.
Oh,
Already a
yeah.
Hall of Fame worthy defense.
That's a dynasty right there.
Last but not least, you know, the argument that there has never been mobile quarterbacks, you know, that won. There have been 13,
Doug Williams,
Russell Wilson.
Hold on. Let me finish this argument.
Fran Tarkenton.
There have been 13 mobile quarterbacks in the 50 whatever you know Super Bowls.
57.
The mobile quarterbacks are 6 and 8. Yes, not a winning percentage, but 8 mobile quarterbacks have lost. 6 mobile quarterbacks have won. So that's my argument. I'm done.
Okay, so
No mic drop.
YTC, you would want to know because you picked Kansas City,
Yeah.
and then total points of the whole thing, you got 2 and 4.
All right.
David Corona, you would want to know, and the total thing of yours, 3 and 4.
Damn, that's terrible.
Brian not here, but if he's listening, he went 1 and 0, and then he total 2 and 4. No, 3 and 4. I'm sorry. David Manana, let me go with him first. You went 1 and 0, and so you gonna finish 4 and 3. And John Jay, he went 1 and 0. He finished 4 and 3.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Poor Corey. He went 0 and 1, and then he went 2 and 5.
Damn.
Damn.
TOP, he went 0 and 1, and then he ended up finished 4 and 3. And TRL, he went 1 and 0, and he finished 4 and 3.
Damn.
For me, couldn't get nothing right.
Happens to the best of them.
Yep,
This was a very good postseason. Bengals should have been way better than they expected. Eagles, fraudulent ass franchise. We won't even see them in the divisional round next year. And yeah.
You think if the Bengals would went to the Super Bowl, you think the Bengals would have beat the Eagles?
No, absolutely
No.
Their secondary is a bit weaker, less inexperienced. They're not really over the swatting kind, unless you want to count Von Bell. I feel like they would have registered a few more sacks than the Chiefs defense. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
But besides that, I feel like it would be a different result. The Eagles would have won Super Bowl 57 if they
And YTC,
Yeah.
he came close with the score. He was 3 points. Kansas City won by 3 points. His score 34-31.
Oh wow! I was a few points off. Damn, I was close. I was right about the game being in the 30s for sure.
What was my score, Corey?
You said, let me see where David's wrong.
Damn.
You said 37-27.
Oh, okay. Damn, that was 37-27 by 10.
Yeah.
I left my comment on Where You're Hiding channel. Where you hiding? Where you hiding? Got back at Where You're Hiding.
Mahomes is the third starting QB to win the MVP and 2 Super Bowls MVPs. Tom Brady, Joe Montana.
Yep, he's the third. I wish the 49ers would have picked up Patrick Mahomes, man.
Do you feel like Mahomes has that comparison to Brett Favre, the way he plays?
I think he's better than Brett Favre because, like, Brett Favre, like, if you're old enough to remember, Brett Favre basically was a gunslinger. Patrick Mahomes is a better gunslinger. And even Brett Favre, a lot of people forget Brett Favre was mobile.
Yeah, he mobile around the pocket, and he still slung it around 50 yards.
Now, one of the reasons why he had a lot of interceptions because he did throw the ball so many times, and that's one of the reasons why he had a very high interception percentage. I think he's the only quarterback in NFL history with 200 interceptions. I gotta look at the numbers, but Patrick Mahomes again is sort of like that, and I think after watching Patrick Mahomes so long, because he's a better Brett Favre, a way better Brett Favre. And guess who the coach is, who was Brett Favre's coordinator?
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid. So at the end of the day, that's why he said, like many years ago, he says that if he was able to have brought Alex Smith from the Niners, when McNabb left, he would have done it, because he said that McNabb and Alex Smith had sort of like similar comparisons, that he really liked Alex Smith. So that's why when he went to the Chiefs, he brought Alex Smith, and I forgot he liked Alex Smith. The problem was Alex Smith couldn't win playoff games, so he went with Patrick Mahomes. So
how Mahomes can do.
Yeah. So that's the reason why, like, when I do quarterback comparisons, I watch quarterbacks that have been in the league in the last 30 years, and then look at how quarterbacks play in college, and you figure out how they play. And at the end of the day, as I do my quarterback, comparisons and scouting, which I love to do, I saw so far two quarterbacks. I saw Strauss and I saw the Alabama quarterback. The Alabama quarterback, so far at the films that I've seen, reminds me a little bit of Kyler Murray. Now, I do have to see more film to make that assessment, but that's what he can become if he goes to the right offense and the right team. So it's not what you become, it's what you can develop into. And again, since 2010, 75% of quarterbacks that have been drafted in the top 15 have been bust. Not because they're awful, because of the teams that they play in.
Cough.
Well, I was supposed to interview a Seahawks fan today, but he had to work, got called in. He's a firefighter, so he got called in.
Of course. You feel like it's like the same comparison when it comes to for mobile quarterbacks is like Luka Doncic and Trae Young situation, when people thought that it was buyer's remorse for Luka Doncic heading to the Mavericks instead of Trae Young. Because we know Luka doesn't rely on his athleticism, and he's still like a very productive player.
You see, basketball, like one thing about basketball, which is different than any sport, like when you draft like the best prospect from college, or I don't know how the process is going to be in the future when it comes to these high school athletes, because there's some high school athletes that are deserving to be drafted, in the NBA. But I want to make a huge example, and I saw him as a kid, Carmelo Anthony. I like Carmelo Anthony more than LeBron James, because Carmelo Anthony was better than LeBron when he was in high school. Carmelo Anthony went to Syracuse, a program that's not considered, like at that era, sort of like a mid-tier, top tier in between. And he dominated the college regular season and the tournament. And there was so much hype, but because LeBron James was a very, very unique player out of high school, he had a good career. He was just ready to play basketball. The Pistons, they screwed up. So the Nuggets drafted this kid, Carmelo, and he had more points than LeBron James. He had 21 points per game his rookie season, but because LeBron was, a high schooler and the hype was real, they kind of biased and gave it to him. And Carmelo Anthony, during his time with the Nuggets, was like a 26-point scorer. This was a time where they played defense. The thing with Carmelo Anthony was that he didn't have good players around him. He had a lot of these like middle of the road stars, like not very big names, but that's one thing about him. Then he leaves, and then his career goes down the drain because of where he goes. LeBron, again, one of my critics about LeBron James was he could not win a title by himself, and the only time he was in the finals by himself, he lost to the Spurs. You're not going to beat those Spurs teams of the mid-2000s. Then he got sick and tired of losing to Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and the other dude. And he was like, you know what? The only way to win. So he went to Miami, brought 2 superstars. And then after that, LeBron James has rings, but he needed stars. It's not like Michael Jordan where Pippen was good, Rodman was good. No, he needed stars. Kobe Bryant, when Shaq left, it was difficult. Then, he picked up, Lamar Odom, who wasn't a big superstar. And then they got Paul Gasol, who wasn't a big superstar. So the 3 titles he won by himself without Shaq, yeah, Kobe was a good player. He won titles without superstars around him. So if I had to say, like, a star who did not need, you could always put Kobe and Michael together because they won titles with not superstar, athletes around them. So basketball is basically like some teams are so bad that they can't develop a team around them. That's why young talent, they develop and they say, all right, let's go to a super team because they don't want to play like 10, 15 years and just like, all right, I'm a good all-star. I'm winning, awards. No, that's just how basketball is. And that's why I don't like basketball no more. Anyway, sorry about my bad. Talking.
Okay. What y'all think about, the quarterback sneak the way the Eagles did it?
Absolutely shoddy.
I mean, that's all they did was QB sneak all game.
QB sneak, draw, halfback draw,
read option.
The only innovative play was that forward screen.
Quarterback
that
burst,
really got
quarterback
first
draw.
Down.
That's what the whole playbook for Philly was. Slant route, occasional deep ball. That's all it was.
Incisively conservative when they have 2 wideouts that were getting multiple first downs for Jalen Hurts. And Dallas Goedert that really dropped the ball. So why were they running the ball like that?
And secondly, speaking of the run, Miles Sanders got contained that entire game as well.
Massively contained.
Like Niner said, how many first starts they had and no flags? Like 11, right?
And Miles Sanders.
Dude, I saw Lane Johnson jumping damn near every time they snapped the ball. It was ridiculous. That's a fact.
And also, Miles Sanders, this is why you were understudy to Saquon Barkley. Know your place.
Damn.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
You think the NFL gonna come up with a rule about the quarterback sneak that you can't come up and push quarterback?
I feel like the NFL need a rule on turf rules because you saw the amount of slippage. You know the amount of cleats that were worn out, and even the kicker got tripped. There needs to be massive health considerations over the turfs.
You know what the referee's doing? When they do a play, they call the whistle too soon. They need to let them finish the play when they get tackled. Let them finish the tackling, not blowing the whistle so soon.
Bengals. Yeah, they're whistling way too soon, I guess, to recollect or just they need to call it when they're in the next formation, but they'll probably neglect it.
Yeah, you're right about that, crazy juice.
Yo, DST, check your DM, by the way. It's just hilarious. I'm not going to lie.
Let me see. Oh yeah, they're hilarious.
LeBron face.
What's up, Mark?
Rihanna had her LeBron face.
What's up, Big Mark Swartz?
Rihanna is a beautiful woman that can't make an attractive face. Is that a thing to say? Like she always
judging her eyes.
Kill me eyes.
That's the question. Big
Those
Mac
are castrate me eyes.
I think she did all right, but it could have been better.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't as good as last year.
When you're carrying another person in you with a bunch of
last year was,
men around
you know, the West Coast was better. Yeah, the West Coast.
Yeah.
Anybody
Kendrick
can
Lamar just killed it.
Anybody can answer this question?
Was Hassan Reddick? Yeah, Hassan Reddick was playing.
Who is he?
Hassan Reddick, the edge rusher.
Yeah,
Number 7.
The edge rusher.
Number 7.
Number 7. Okay.
Number 7.
Yeah.
He used to play for Carolina and Arizona. Yeah.
Well, he used to play for Arizona. Didn't they trade him? I don't remember. Did they trade Hassan Reddick?
Yeah. Wasn't Hassan Reddick on the Lions?
I don't know. I can answer that one. See, I didn't know who he was.
I think David Medina's looking it up right now, I think.
If anybody can remember the Raiders rap sheet, you earn $10.
You like to come on in here, Big Mac? Sports,
yeah, Big
you can.
Mac. We're gonna be smoking all these packs. We smoking all the Big Macs. Andy reads about it. No, Andy reads about it. Eat all the Big Macs he wants after this whole fucking ordeal.
What's stopping him if he lost?
Either way, he would have done it. Just like Philadelphia's going to destroy their city, regardless, just to cope. They're probably destroying their city right now, as we're speaking.
Depending on what part of Philly they are, it doesn't really matter.
No, Kensington. That's just good. No, Kensington. That's World War Z over there now.
Well,
a bunch of zombies.
Well, I will say this. I will say this. YTC, congratulations on your Eagles. I can't do it.
Oh no.
No, another year. Philly wasted another super team run. Another wasted year.
Yep.
And another year to remind them that they're still 3 rings behind my team.
4 behind us.
And pretty soon, they're not. What they did to us here, that's not going to happen. Once we get a better team around, that's not going to happen no more.
No more down bad super fans for the.
Let's see.
I'm going to enjoy taking advantage of them when they're all weakened, and they're on a Super Bowl, hangover and all.
Damn.
How many yards?
What are you making, Big Mark Swartz? What are you making?
Big Mac Sports.
I'll come on a while. He's cooking some. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it as efficient as Travis Kelce cooking their defense?
Yeah. Let me see what.
Oh wait. That means where you hiding lost his bet, and he cannot post any videos for 1 month.
Damn.
Yep, and guess what? I already dropped my response. Where you're hiding. You won the battle, but you lost the war. And I'm laughing.
He can't on the inevitable.
He can't stream for a whole year?
Yeah, no,
a month.
So he and this Washington's, Commanders fan.
Yeah, awesome sports.
He and this woman are arguing back and forth. And apparently, I don't know why he has a problem. That Commanders fan. She's cool. She's a cool person.
Right.
And then he's like,
I don't know what she
you've
did.
been talking so much. You said that my team were going to lose to the Giants. You said my team was going to lose to the Niners. And you said my team was going to lose to the Chiefs. And I've been right. So I'm willing to put a bet that if my team loses, which is not going to happen, I am going to stop streaming and posting videos for 1 month.
Starts today or what?
Yeah.
So that was the last post today, huh?
Yep, exactly, Damian Lee. And now they're going to be much easier to beat for both our teams next year. They're not going to be the same as they used to.
Now Eagles fans said we have 2 first-round picks.
We'll see who they take in those 2 first-round picks.
How many?
Oh, a live look at Eagle fans. They're breaking their TVs.
Dude, let's talk about the Eagles for a second. So you know that formidable pass rush, those starting 4, 3 out of 4 of them are free agents.
Your DMs, John.
Any hurry?
Oh, you serious?
I send it to you, John. Look, they're breaking their TVs already.
They're breaking the TVs?
They're not going to be able to bring this team back. That's not going to happen.
That's fun.
If you said that all 3 of them are free agents.
They like the Cowboys.
Yeah, they're banging their TVs like Neanderthals. That's how they're banging it.
Like the Cowboys, like the Cowgirls.
No, the 2 hands to the TV, like punching it like left and right, like banging, like Neanderthals.
Or the Vikings.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, exactly. You're right, David. Like they won't bring this. They can't sign all 3 of them at the same time. They want money.
First of all, is Fletcher Cox going to come back? Because he's nearing retirement soon.
Yeah, isn't Fletcher Cox like 38?
I think he's 32.
What about Brandon Graham? He's in his early 30s, I think. Brandon Graham, that pass rusher.
That's another free agent. Justin Hargrave is another free agent.
They're going to probably bring him back, though.
What about Sue? He's a free agent, too, huh?
And Dominic Sue old as shit, too. He's probably might retire soon, so yeah.
Cry me a river.
That front line is not going to be as before. That they're going to have to draft the defensive line soon again and hope they pan out as rookies. And also, Bradbury's on a 1-year contract. You think they're going to bring him back after? And he's only he's approaching his early 30s. You think they're going to bring him back on a 1-year contract?
How many yards did both quarterbacks?
Mahomes, I think Jalen Hurts had 300. He had a 300 clip.
Also, I have something to show everybody. This is how all 49er fans are responding to Eagles fans. I'm dropping it in the private chat, and we can all agree that Jerry Rice is not showing his rings. He's doing something else.
Yeah, Mahomes only had 182 passing yards.
Click on it and watch what Jerry Rice is doing to remind Eagles fans.
Hey, listen to the Patriots. Hey, listen, Eagle fans. If Tom Brady did not fumble that ball, you guys are ringless.
I want to see that.
Yeah, just click on it, David. Corona.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah. He's not showing his rings. He's showing something else.
Victory screech.
Also insult to injury. Besides that, Jerry Rice has all those rings on his fingers. So, one player has more rings than their entire franchise.
Damn. Oh my God, when fans breaking the TV. Jesus.
Are you serious?
Yep.
They're being like
off his Eagles jacket.
They're being like the Cowgirls?
Hang on, the Chiefs won, so that's their 3rd ring, right? They got 3 rings now.
Yeah, that's 3 rings. Super Bowl 4.
I know Bronco fans are pissed. They're tied with them at rings now. I know Bronco fans.
On the hat, they
Raider
had 4
fans are
Super
pissed.
Bowl.
Hey, listen,
They
Raider fans are
4
pissed.
trophies on the hat.
No, hang on, no, don't they got 3?
They had 2. They had 2 Super Bowl trophies.
They got 2 of Mahomes. Or did they get
2
4?
of Mahomes.
I was saying 3 of the starting 4 starter. Starting 4. Crazy Juice just brought up Robert Quinn and Leonard Joseph, 2 of their rotational guys too.
Oh, yeah, they paid for old ass fucking talent, and they got nobody else after they're gone.
Yeah, they're done. So the
Eagles are not going to be the same team next year, man. They're going to be. It's going to be all about the Hurts business and what he can do on offense, because that defense. They're not going to be able to stop anyone without all those guys.
Watch the Giants. The Giants will beat them twice. Get the payback.
Hey, listen, all we need is linebackers, and we're shutting them down. And same could be applied with the Cowboys once they get a secondary.
Isn't Devontae Smith near rookie deal expiration?
And plus, didn't they struggle against that Washington defense as well? They lost to them.
Yeah,
they're not playing the whole division is going to get better. The Eagles aren't going to get lucky.
Colts are your father, Eagle, and so are the Chiefs.
So that guy for the coordinator for the Eagles, he's going to the Colts?
Yeah, the offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator for the Eagles is being considered for candidate with the Cardinals right now.
Oh, this is going out of hand. This is going out of hand with the memes. Patrick Mahomes
where
having
the
a
memes
Father
at?
Sunday with Jalen Hurts.
You watch this picture of me.
Oh, wow. Bradbury admitted it was holding. He even came out in the press conference admitting it was a holding. So take that, Eagle fans. He admitted it.
So,
Admitted it.
I don't know if Corey Davis, David McNew, or
Vikings.
David Corona. Apparently, Deebo Samuel was interviewed today on some podcast, and he said that Eagles. He said that the Eagles secondary.
Fall asleep during the Super Bowl.
He said the Eagles secondary, only looked good this year because of the pass rush.
The front seven. That front seven was nasty.
Some dude, I think it was Brandon Marshall. Like, I don't like Brandon Marshall no more. The stuff, he is who he is. Now, Brandon Marshall was like, dude, those secondaries, major team, and then major team looked bad, and then Deebo had to remind him what happened to Brock Purdy, and then Brandon Marshall shut the hell up.
Bruh.
It was funny. I was watching part of that interview, and they're naming names, and Debo's like, "That guy's trash." Yeah, his play's pretty good, but this guy's trash. What are you talking about?
They lost Jason Kelsey.
Can anybody name a deflection that the Eagles had for majority of the game? Like, name a total of deflections that didn't come over questionable calls. Like the Chiefs weren't, like Juju wasn't outrunning them. Sky Moore wasn't outrunning them.
They said
wasn't outrunning them.
Yeah, send it to you, John. See, he even admitted it himself, Bradbury. He even admitted it.
They said Jason Kelsey might retire too after 12 years.
So it is official. It is 100% official. The Eagles, one of their coaches, has been named head coach of the Indianapolis Colts.
Julius Randle got to stop looking like Sideshow Bob.
Oh,
come on, man.
The Indianapolis Colts? Wow, they're going to do nothing next year.
Can someone stop with this Ice Spice chick, too? She looks like one of the Kanker sisters.
The who?
It's from a cartoon show from a cartoon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I stopped watching cartoons a long time ago.
I understand, John Jay. I know
What
it's
do
been
you
a while
think
since
about
black
the
and
Super
white.
Bowl commercials?
They weren't that bad. They weren't that bad.
I like the one where the girl's running from everybody, and then she come face her grandma.
I'm not gonna lie, the
somebody.
commercials were trash.
Now, I said this already. I'm gonna say it on this stream. I've never been a fan of the commercials. Like, the Super Bowl is a day where the biggest money transaction happens with the NFL. Every commercial is $50 million.
God
that the NFL gets. They said, can you play our commercial? The NFL says, all right, give us the money and then we'll play it. So they made $1 billion on the commercial. The halftime show, I didn't like it. It is what it is, but that's why the Super Bowl week is so is so big. All the money that goes into it, those 30-second commercials, and the commercials are so dumb. It has nothing to do with their products. It's sad, but I will never like the commercials. There are some years where there are really good commercials. Like last year, I liked the Jim Carrey one, with the cable guy. That was funny.
Yeah, Jim Carrey, yeah.
I love that one. That was funny.
You can't go wrong with Jim Carrey.
He's like, this is illegal.
Canada.
Like Bud commercial.
And also, it's all right, because, he's Canadian as well as Jim Carrey. So, yeah.
It was 2 commercials. I like the one with the girl running with the football. And everybody.
My favorite commercials in the 80s.
And they trying to get her. I like where the mama come in, or grandma, whoever she was. And she like, come give me a hug.
Bruh.
And the girl
my favorite
there and she's like, oh, no.
No.
My favorite commercial was that 80s commercial, I think.
and then the one with the they advertised 3 brands of beer in one commercial.
By the way, can someone let me understand that hairstyle Rihanna had when they kept advertising? I swear, there was anytime I breathed oxygen, I saw a Rihanna ad for the
Fist dropped the video. I can't wait. I'm definitely checking this video out. Hell yeah.
What was that Whoville hairstyle she had?
RJ's?
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's Fist.
yeah,
That's my Fist Vegas.
Yeah.
He dropped the firing range on the Eagles right now. The one that Michael Pace. He dropped the video on the Eagles. I'm about to check it out now.
Anyway, so Miami, I don't know what happened, but they lost their first round draft pick, which should have been the Niners, but it is what it is. So that's good for us. But anyway,
who got it?
Nobody.
Oh,
so
nobody.
I think for the first time in I think 20 years, we're not going to see 32 draft picks. There's only 31 first round picks.
Oh, wow.
You know, hey, whatever. So basically, the Bears, Texans, Cardinals, Colts. Let's see, the Broncos, because oh man,
trade.
The Rams got the 6th pick.
The Lambs.
Wait a second, that goes to the Lions because the Lions have those picks.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
So the Rams fans can't say the champions no more. The Chiefs are now.
Oh, Rudy says that they're still champions. I don't get the logic.
No, they're not. Not no more. It's over for the Rams.
What do you mean? Their team doesn't have a first round pick.
Yeah.
Whatever.
For like 2 drafts.
Thank you, Matthew.
I don't get Rudy. Hey, I like him. Remember, I have probably the most respect out of all the Niner fans, but the logic that he has makes no sense. If he wanted technicality, he says that we will always. He should always say that we will always be the champions of the 2021 season. You're those titles does not go to the 2022 team, to the 2020. No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't. Yeah.
We got 5. They got 2.
Huh?
Technically, one is in St. Louis, and one is in L.A.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's his thing too. He said our 5, because our 5 was only in San Francisco. We haven't won one in Santa Clara. So
no.
And
we get that. We get that when we get our quarterback.
Hey,
yeah.
I understand Philly didn't win in Arizona, but you know who never wins in Arizona? The Cardinals. They still haven't won one.
Now Austin gets to come in here.
Yeah, Austin getting TRL coming in here.
Austin gets to come in here. Hey, 49er fans, what was the last time you won a Super Bowl? 1994.
Still more than you. I don't get the argument there. The relevance, there is no relevance.
Okay, all right.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay. I need everybody's opinion on this question. Everyone can answer this. So, would you rather go 28 seasons without winning a Super Bowl or 104 seasons without winning a Super Bowl? I would go 28 seasons. 104 seasons? That's over a century.
You suck. Your franchise in general sucks.
They got this many.
Damn.
How many teams haven't been in the Super Bowl?
Let's see, the Jaguars are one of them. They have never been in the Super Bowl.
Is this what happens when
the
Dean
Vikings
Spanos was immortal?
The Vikings. They've been in 4 Super Bowls, but they lost them in the 60s and 70s.
Oh.
What about the Lions?
The Lions have never been in the Super Bowl, so that's another team.
Oh.
Let's see.
What about the Jets? Have they been in it?
One.
The Jets in 1969.
Yeah.
God damn.
They I was born.
My uncle was
born.
1959? Damn, I was not even born yet.
So I think it's just the Lions and the Jaguars.
Damn.
The Texans.
Oh yeah.
The Houston Texans. I mean, do you want to count the Oilers? The Oilers, I think they made a handful.
I'm trying to think hard too. What about the Cleveland Browns?
Yeah, dude.
Nah, I don't think so either.
No.
I think you gotta go back to the Super Bowl of the NFL championship era before the merger.
I don't think the Browns. I don't think the Browns have actually made it.
Where's my guy, David Clark?
David
M. Clark. David M. Clark. Remember that Cleveland Browns fan?
Oh, I haven't seen that guy in like 4 or 5 months.
I talked to him 2 days ago. And he said he might come in here.
Okay, so the Jaguars, the Texans, the Lions, and the Browns are the only 4 teams that have never played. Now, the Texans and the Jaguars are a very young franchise. The Lions have been around as the same amount of years as the Cardinals. The Cardinals in 2008 were in the Super Bowl. The Oilers, Titans, whatever, their franchise has been in 1 Super Bowl. I see the Carolina Panthers. Oh, yeah, the Chargers have been in 1. The Panthers.
They lost against us.
The Panthers
lost 2.
Yeah. And the Falcons lost 2. The Bengals are 0-3. The Vikings are 0-4. And the Bills are 0-4.
Shout out to Jake Callahan.
So basically, 4 teams have never been to the Super Bowl, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams have been to a Super Bowl and not won. So there you go.
Damn, that's a lot.
And then the top tier franchises, the Patriots have played in 11 Super Bowls. The Steelers have played in 8. The Cowboys have played in 8. The Niners have played in 7. Okay. The Steelers and the Niners are the only 2 teams with the highest win percentage in Super Bowls. The Giants and the Packers are the only 2 franchises that are 800% overall. So if you go by Super Bowl percentage, Packers, Giants, Steelers, and Niners are technically the 4 best teams in Super Bowl percentage.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Niners are top 4.
YTC be happy for that too.
He should be happy for that.
Yeah.
Well, Corey Davis, I'm gonna try to get some extra shut eye.
Okay.
Because unlike majority of you guys here, I think it's been decades since you guys have been in school.
Yeah.
So thanks for having me on. And
so before you go, DST,
man, you have a good night, man.
Thank you, DST.
Before you go, DST, you're not gonna see me as much. I'm going to the doctor. Like I had a little mental issue on Friday, so I'm gonna be taking a lot of time off. I'm still gonna be posting videos and shorts, but I'll probably not do a lot of streaming like I used to, and this is probably like the last time I'm gonna do a full hangout after this, so I'll see you when I see you, man.
Well, John Jay, prayers from me, man. Hope you get better.
Thank you.
And I hope you pull up the hangout whenever you're fully ready. So
yep.
Prayers, man.
All right, man.
And you guys have a great night.
Yeah, you too, man.
You too.
Oh man.
Oh man. Yep, exactly.
So yep. Like Kyle Shanahan, who had an opportunity to draft Patrick Mahomes, and he let him go to the Chiefs. Kyle Shanahan had an opportunity to get Deshaun Watson before all of his legal issues. He passed up on him. Even Mitch Trubisky, I know Mitchell Trubisky is not at the level of Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, but he did go to the Bears, a rebuilding franchise. He was the backup to Josh Allen, and this year he was, technically the backup to Kenny Pickett.
Titans don't have one.
So,
yeah, I was gonna say that too. I know.
Yeah. So, and then let's hypothetically, like after Jimmy Garoppolo suffered that ACL in 2019, basically you had Dwayne Haskins, you had Daniel Jones, you had Kyler Murray, and he decided, you know what, I'm going to stick with Jimmy Garoppolo. So, no disrespect to Kyle Shanahan, you had technically two drafts to look at the quarterback, and you chose Jimmy Garoppolo. Now, apparently, their relationship is not good anymore. I really do not care. Kyle is not going to win a Super Bowl. I think if he continues to do this, like, the Niners are always going to be probably a conference championship team, and if Jed York is happy with that, Jed York needs to be slapped in the face. I'm sorry that's a little bit rude, but if we had the right quarterback, we would have had 3 Super Bowls in 2019, last year, and this year. If we would have had the right quarterback.
Yep.
Worst case scenario, we would have 3 NFC titles. Worst case scenario.
Hopefully he can come in here. I just sent him a message. David M. Clark, I just sent him a message.
So
Invite. Hopefully. He's not busy.
What do you think your friends gonna say about the guy who you talked to yesterday, Corey? Well, he said he was going for the Eagles.
Yep.
all right, what's this? All right, week 1. 1-7 Lions. Prime time.
I'm back.
Bottom 5 quarterback Carson Wentz. Jags before they became good. 3rd worst team. Cowboys without Prescott. Steelers. Okay.
But yeah, I got Eagle fans tight right now, especially with this comment.
Did you pound your beer, YTC?
Yeah, I finished it during the stream. But also, you know what got them pissed? You know, when I was saying it, ignorantly. Nick Sirianni's nothing more but Joe Judge 2.0 with a competent front office. I got him tight, and I started flooding my DMs. Nothing more but a Joe Judge with a front office that was elite the whole year for the last 5 years, with an elite, competent front office.
Now, I will say this. The Eagles, the Eagles did bring in talent on free agency. They drafted great prospects. So when you have a lot of, top tier college prospects and, quality free agents,
they had the most homegrown talent I've seen in a Super Bowl.
So the point that I'm saying is like, again, and to be impartial, because again, I am very, very impartial. I don't know why that's still there. Anyway, if they cannot do what they did next year and the year after, they're going to be known as a one-year wonder team. And as I said, the Giants are no pushover. Anyone who says that the Giants are going to lose twice, you don't know.
Hey, listen, according to your boy Phil Lewis, we're going to be picking first overall next year.
Then the Commanders, even though they're not a good team, they're not a pushover, and they technically lost to the Commanders. And the Cowboys, they didn't sweep the Cowboys. So
no.
That's what I said. When it came to the end of the year, they were going to be exposed. They were exposed. Then they got Buffalo. The Dolphins are not going to be a slouch. New England, even with Mac Jones, the Bill Belichick defense is going to give the Eagles a difficult time.
Yeah.
If I had to make a prediction right now with the schedule that they have, they're not winning 14 games. They're not.
No, they're not.
No. They got a hard schedule.
At best, they'll get 10 to 11 at best.
Okay.
Dude, and they're gonna. And who comes back? Does Fletcher Cox retire?
Half of those guys are in their 30s.
I mean?
Also, yeah, 100%.
They're old.
I said this as well. They're going to lose a lot of free agents. Some players are going to get paid more money somewhere else. Some are going to probably take team discounts. But at the end of the day, this Eagles team is going to look different.
It's not going to be as powerful as before, yeah.
So I got it.
Well,
I got another.
Hold on. John Jay wasn't just Whistle and Dixie. They have to play all the division winners next year.
Yeah.
So things are going to be way different. They're going to be lucky to be a wild card team.
So I got
Let me run their schedule right now. Hang on.
Okay, so all right, so of course, Cowboys twice, Giants twice, Commanders twice. The Cardinals and the 49ers on the road. If the Cardinals figure out the coach, if they can keep Kyler Murray healthy, if their team, they lost because of a field goal. So the Niners with Steve Wilkes, just the word Steve Wilkes, our defense is going to be okay. The Rams and the Seahawks, maybe the Seahawks may give them a difficult time.
Seattle definitely. Yes, Seattle.
But
coming in, big.
Hold on, is that at Seattle? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they're traveling to LA and they're traveling to Seattle. The only home games they got are Philadelphia and Arizona.
Yeah, so that could be a tough game because it's hard to play in Seattle. So
Seattle's definitely hard to win in Seattle. Yeah,
I don't know about Tampa Bay because again, I don't know if Tom Brady's 100%.
Depends on the quarterback.
But they got to play Tampa Bay. They got to play the Vikings. The Vikings and Tampa Bay probably will be like a trap game because.
Yeah, hey, listen, if the Vikings get a defense, they'll definitely probably pull an upset. They'll get that one. They'll probably get that one.
But New England and Foxborough.
It's going to be hard in Foxborough.
If they play late in the season in Foxborough, they are losing. They are losing.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo and Miami, it's going to be a slouch, and they're playing Kansas City again. So
they're going to have
this is a real schedule. All right.
Woohoo! That sounds brutal to me.
So they're playing top offenses that can sling the ball. Yeah.
So
our schedule is kind of brutal too, but it's.
No, our schedule's brutal too. We play your entire division, even though we play at third place. It's more lighter.
So if you think if Doug Peterson was the head coach, you think he's gonna beat Andy Lee?
I don't know.
Oh wow, we play the Raiders.
That's hard to say. That's hard to say.
Okay, all right. Let me ask the panel. Okay, so the Niners are playing the Jaguars.
Probably. Right. There might be a trap game, but I think you guys will get it done. Jaguars aren't slouches either.
The Steelers, the Browns, the Ravens, and the Bengals. So we're playing the AFC North. We're playing the Buccaneers again, and we're playing Minnesota.
Okay.
And, of course, Dallas, Giants, Philadelphia, Commanders in our divisional squad. So the Niners, worst case scenario, are going to tie with the Cardinals. I think we're going to sweep the Seahawks. I think we finally have their number.
Yeah.
We're going to sweep the Rams for whatever the reason. I don't care if Rudy is.
They'll be in a rebuild.
We find a way to beat them.
Yeah, they can't beat us.
No, they'll be in a rebuild for sure. I think you guys split with the Cardinals though next year.
Now we're playing the Cowboys,
But they have to come to you guys again.
So, and then we're playing the Giants. And then we're going to Philadelphia.
And the Giants have to come to us too. So
the Niners have to go to Philadelphia and
Washington. Yeah.
Yeah. So
in the East Coast, yeah.
Yeah. So the Niners are playing some quality teams.
And AFC North's not a pushover either, especially with the Bengals, yeah.
Let's see, the Niners against the Ron Rivera's defense. The defense is going to give us a tough time. Their offense will always be until they get a quarterback. The Commanders,
unless Sam Howell's their guy, but yeah.
The Commanders are always going to have a good defense, but they're never going to have a good offense. Eagles will find out if Brock Purdy or Trey Lance.
I know either way, they're going to want the revenge either way. They're going to play more driven.
Now, the Cowboys and 49ers game, this game is probably going to be the most
prime time,
most important game of the year, even though it may not have anything. But if it's at the end of the year, oh my goodness.
They're going to put that on prime time, especially there's playoff implications. They're definitely putting it on prime time.
The Niners are going to play the Giants, and the last time we played the Giants, we blew you guys out. Cough, cough.
What about the last time we played in San Francisco.
That was a bad call, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it was a bad call.
Your receiver was out of bounds. His foot never touched the ground. But whatever, they gave it to you because that East Coast bias.
Sterling Shepard, East Coast. We played you in the West Coast. What do you mean East Coast bias?
East Coast bias. So
what's up, Mark?
Your receiver was out of bounds. I'm tired of listening to that stupid. Never mind.
Sterling Shepard.
Mark, who did you go for? I forgot.
You keep on calling Mark. It's Big Mac.
Oh, Big Mac.
Oh,
my
Big
bad.
Mac. I didn't see you.
My bad.
He was
Big
just
Mac.
sitting there patiently hearing us talk.
No, I was just pulling up the schedule for next year.
The Niners,
Yeah.
Who did you take on the Super Bowl? I forgot.
Oh, I picked Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good game, though.
It was a good game, but I freaking didn't get my
I definitely love our schedule next year. Looking
it was
at hindsight,
35 to 24 is what I picked it to be.
Oh, damn, almost.
I love our schedule next year because the conference opponents we play are quarterback troubled teams now, and the Raiders, the Saints, and the Packers soon. The way they're getting treated.
Okay, John, but you never asked the question what you want us to ask. You said, I'm like y'all a question.
Quarterback.
What?
You said you were going to ask us a question, but you went on.
Yep, you're right, Crazy Juice. They're the lose out as well.
All right, so I was asking about the schedule. So what do you guys think about this schedule? The Jaguars, the Steelers, Browns, Ravens, Bengals, Buccaneers, Vikings, the NFC East, and our division. What do you guys think about that schedule?
We're going undefeated.
Matt.
Oh, go ahead.
Look like we're going to go undefeated next year.
You got that right.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of worried about,
the quarterback.
Our quarterback. What's going to happen?
Yeah, I wonder who's going to be the quarterback.
How they going to recover from this injury? How they, their mental mind too, not just.
Who are you asking that to, Corey?
Oh, anybody can answer that.
I think they need to give Trey Lance his chance. If Brock Purdy gets cleared by training camp or afterwards, I had some injuries before, and I wasn't 100% coming back, even though I said I was. So it's one of those things. He just needs to kind of get really healthy and not just rush back into it, because if you rush back into it, you can see that a lot of times people that rush back into it, they get re-injured pretty quick. So I think Trey Lance need to get his chance.
Do you think they need to have at least a competition other than Trey Lance and Brock Purdy, or just?
Yeah, if they have a competition and he's cleared by the doctors and he wins out, then okay, Brock Purdy starts. But if there's like a question mark there, then Trey Lance should start.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Let's see. So YTC, are you sure the Giants gonna give Daniel Jones some money?
Damn straight. Ownership's not gonna let him walk out that door that easy for sure. Mara likes him too much.
What about your running back, Barkley?
Probably gonna get tagged if I had to put money on it. I think he'll get tagged.
Yeah.
Because they're not gonna pay. You don't pay running backs their bags no more. Nowadays. So yeah,
Nope.
Running backs are a dime a dozen position. I think they'll tag them.
YTC, are you in New York?
Yeah, I live in North Jersey right now, but I'm based off in New York. Yeah, I'm like born and majority raised. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I used to live
Queens.
I used to live out
I'm from Queens,
Brooklyn and Queens and Long Island.
Oh, you live?
Oh, really? Oh, you've been to the boroughs?
Yeah, I used to live out there. I'm
from Queens. I used to live in Queens. Yeah.
So I was like in the Flatbush area.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was out there. I used to live like
Astoria
2 blocks
for me.
Yeah, I used to live 2 blocks away from the training by Hofstra, where the Jets used to train. I don't know if they still train there or not, but
no, I don't think so. No, they train at Upstate, I believe.
Yeah, I used to live right there by Hofstra College too. So,
so you lived almost everywhere, Mac.
Yeah,
damn,
I grew
you've
up
been
in
everywhere.
Sacramento, but I used to live in Arizona, Washington, Oregon, and now I'm in Utah.
Utah.
I go with David. Damn.
Yeah,
You
David's
move
up north more.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe,
he's in the cold. He's freezing up there.
Yeah, Eric Wallace.
Up in near
It is
Colorado.
cold up here.
Seahawks fan, if I'm not mistaken. Do y'all know that? Yeah, this guy's a Seahawks fan.
Yeah, my boy Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's cold up here. Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
Snowy over there or what?
So
it hasn't lately. I actually went and washed my Jeep, and the hard part about that is, it's a Jeep, so it's a Dodge Mopar product. So you really got to hit that undercarriage because they don't undercoat them worth a damn. So
Right.
I'm like with the pressure washer, just trying to clean my frame and everything off. The people behind me were looking at me like I'm crazy, but there's a reason I'm doing it. I don't want the thing to rust out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got snow up there, plus you got that salt. Also,
You want to know what I find ironic, by the way?
What's up?
No, Kadarius Toney, right? I find it ironic the Eagles screwed us for over Devontae Smith, and yet we drafted the guy that ended their season this year. I just find it ironic, Kadarius
So when
Toney.
it comes to salt, it's not terrible around here. It just depends on the winter because our winters come and go. Sometimes, we have a bad one every few years, but for the most part, the salt's not as heavy. Like YTC, where he lives, you don't want to buy a 5-year-old vehicle from there because they're already starting to rust pretty bad, just because of how heavy they have to salt the roads. But here it's kind of, if you take good care of your vehicle like I am, then it's not going to be a rust bucket. But if you don't care, you don't go wash it and hit your undercarriage and stuff like that, yeah, it will become one.
And you said you live with where? Utah?
Yep, northern Utah.
Oh, okay.
He's up in that cold, and we're supposed to get snow on Tuesday down here. So you guys getting that further up there because we're gonna be in the lower 20s now, coming Tuesday, and we're in the desert.
It was like last week, I think it was like 7 degrees on Monday or something like that. I actually had to fire the shop heater up, which we haven't had on for years because we have machines putting out heat.
Oh,
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, y'all can keep that up there.
Okay, what free agents do y'all think we gonna keep and let go?
So who's the free agents in your team right now to start out?
We got 23. We got 23. Actually, no, we have 21 free agents, and
let's run down a list.
And we got 4 free agents who are basically like the Niners have first dibs on them.
Unrestricted, yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday it's giving us a 50% chance. It'll be 24 down to 13 degrees. Wednesday it'll be down to 7. Thursday 10. Oh, that's brutal.
Good luck on that.
Do you live near a mountain? Like, damn that.
Oh yeah.
You live close to the Rocky Mountains over near Colorado.
The mountain. If I take off driving, I can literally be at a base of a mountain in about 5 minutes.
That's why it's cold.
And we live on the warm side of the mountains in the Wasatch Front, the valley, right? If you go up the canyon and into the mountains, oh man, it gets so cold up there. And then there are snow drifts your vehicle can just disappear in up there. There's actually a road, if you go up this canyon by me, that if you keep following that road all the way around the dam up there, and you keep going, it's closed. because it gets so much snow up there they cannot maintain it.
Okay.
So they close the road. It actually goes into Wyoming.
Okay, so let's basically already call the players who are not going to return. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's gone. Let's just eliminate him from the list. So 2 players in the top of the list, that is a 50-50. Probably Jimmy Ward is going to be gone. And probably Samson Ebukam, or if Ebukam wants to take a cheap deal because he didn't really exceed the expectations. Now, Emmanuel Mosley is very interesting. He's returning because he's coming off an ACL injury, and I don't know if a team really wants to pay money for a player that has an ACL injury. So I think Emmanuel Mosley has a big chance, and he'll probably do what many of these players that prove it deal, unless D'Amico or Robert Saleh or McDaniels reach out to him and they want to give him more money, because the Texans, Miami, and the Jets have more money than the Niners. But I think he'll return. Now let's talk about Mike McGlinchey.
I don't think he's coming back.
Mike McGlinchey, I looked at his salary cap, the market value, and even though Matt Mayoko said he $15 million, when I went to check the market, the minimum that he's going to take is $12 million, so it's not $15 million. I still will not pay Mike McGlinchey, so I will let him walk. Aziz is leaving because Fred Warner said that the linebacking room is going to look different next year. And Dre Greenlaw is the only other starter that is under contract. So it looks like Aziz is gone. I don't know about Robbie Gould. He'll probably be forced to take a team-friendly deal if he does return. I think Brunskill is going to return. Hassad Ridgeway, we're going to need some defensive tackles. So we'll probably sign him to a prove-it deal. I think Kerry Hyder's gone. I think he's gone. He didn't really do nothing this year. Tyler Kroft, I want him gone because he was the reason why Trey Lance got hurt. Maurice Hurst, he's gone because the 2 years we've had him, he's been on IR. So he's gone. And Tayshaun Gibson is going to be the most expensive free agent for the Niners to keep. Josh Johnson, he's not good. Jordan Willis could stay on a team-friendly deal. Tabor Pepper is going to stay. Ross Dwelly, I'm calling it. He's gone. Jake Brendel is gone. Verrett's gone. Flanagan Foles is a toss-up. He's a toss-up, so he's a 50-50. Kevin Gibbons is going to return. Colton McKivitz. Tarvarius Moore is going to return. Charles Ometahu, he's gone. I'm sorry. And Jawan Jennings is gone. I'm calling it. He is gone. That's my thoughts on the free agents.
Oh, man.
It's a whole lot of guys.
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Whole lot of guys.
So basically, the priority for the Niners is at corner, Emmanuel Mosley. Okay? That's one priority. We got to sign him back. Tayshaun Gibson. There you go. 2 guys who are on our squad. We get some veterans to return in the secondary. Kevin Gibbons is going to return. Colton McKivitz, because we need all the offensive line help. Tarvarius Moore will probably take a team-friendly deal, so we're going to look at the secondary in-house. In-house. And I think we're going to pick up offensive line help and draft an offensive line player. I think that's who's going to bring in to the team.
So our team's
about this guy. Verrett.
He's gone.
He gone. Yep.
Yeah.
Out of here.
Yeah,
so our team's gonna be looking different too then.
So Jason Verrett came to the 49ers in 2019 and he was hurt. 2020, the year, his best year. And in the last 2 years, he's been injured. So since he's been on the team, 2019, 2021, and 2022, he's been out for the year. He's only had one full. He is done. The dude can never stay healthy. I don't know why. His rookie year with the Chargers, he had a really, really good, year. And his sophomore campaign, he was considered one of the best, top stars. Basically, his first 2 years, he played 20 games. But since then, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, he went 3.5. 1, 2, 3. He went 3 full years on injury reserve before 2020. Can never stay healthy.
What about Jordan Wilson? You think he could be back?
Yeah, he's going to take a team-friendly deal because,
yeah.
I think the Niners are going to keep Jordan Willis, develop Drake Jackson. They're probably going to give Kimuku Toure, an opportunity. But we need a lot of defensive tackles. We do. Like Kinlaw and Armstead, no disrespect. Kinlaw is a bust.
Yeah.
He's a bust.
He got to go.
And if I was John Lynch, I'll transfer the 3rd round pick. I'm sorry. I will transfer a 3rd round pick. I'll give him to D'Amico. Maybe he'll work in Houston, or I'll take some picks from Miami or the Jets.
You can trade him for a 5th, also 4th or 5th.
So
at this point,
and the reason why I say 3rd is that, if you go 4th and below, you're basically saying that, for a former 1st round selection, you're basically saying, he's garbage. I think 3rd round, because again,
what about Jennings?
I don't know if he sucks. It's just that he cannot stay healthy.
What about Jennings?
When it comes to Kinlaw, I think we'd be lucky to get a 5th out of him because he can't stay healthy. But
yeah,
I would considering our history, I would take a 5th round.
Yep.
So,
we've hit it on the 5th rounders all the time. So,
but at the end of the day, I will say this: I would do the 3rd round because I think it's fair. Because again, when he's healthy, I'm not saying he's Aaron Donald. When he's healthy, he's a good run blocker. He's a good run blocker, but it's just the health.
What about Jennings?
Yeah, he's gone.
Damn.
He's gone. And that's the reason why we drafted Danny Gray.
Yeah.
Because we do have to pay, what's his name?
Nick Bosa.
No, what's his name? Ayuk.
Oh, Ayuk, yep.
So now I think this is what's going to happen. They're going to pay Armstead. No, not Armstead. They're going to pay Nick Bosa, and they're going to give the 5th year option to Ayuk. That means that Kinlaw is going to play out his final year with the Niners if he's still on the team, and then in 2024 he's gone because you can 5th year option 2 players. So Brandon Ayuk will get his extension in 2024.
It's coming up.
But then again, you also have to realize that Juwan Jennings, you won't be able to pay 3 wide receivers money, so that's why Juwan Jennings is going to be the odd man out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you think about Juwan Jennings, chances are we can find a decent replacement in the draft.
Yeah.
But and I mean, that he does drop balls, and a guy like Mike McDaniels is going to value him for run blocking and everything else because Miami's run game was not very good.
Now the good thing about Juwan Jennings is that it's called an executive or a team right. So what the Niners can do is they can offer him, they say, hey, you know what? We won't be able to afford him, They could do a sign and trade where they'll give like say, all right, you know, you want Kendrick Bourne money, we'll give you maybe like 3-4 million, but we'll trade you instead of him leaving.
So you don't think they're going to put like a 3rd round tender or something like that on him?
That's also another because the Niners did that with Matt Breida, and I think we got a 5th round for him. And the Niners did that with somebody else. I forgot who, and we got a 5th rounder as well. So
I could see us putting like a 4th round tender on him because, you know, his numbers aren't spectacular, but what he does run blocking, he's worth having around if he's cheap.
Also, I just remembered the Niners are going to get an additional 5th round pick because we traded Jeff Wilson. So that means that we have officially. Let me look at our 5th round. We're going to have 3 5th round picks. So.
When what's his name? The Texans, you know, they hired our
D'Amico.
No, our past.
Yeah. What his name is? Hold on. Don't know how you pronounce his name. Bobby Slowick. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Slowick. It's either Slowick or Slowick. I'm gonna go with Slowick. Yep.
All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back, fellas. What did I miss? I was trolling Eagle fans per usual. Burying their graves.
You should just leave, man. You should just leave and just mess around with it.
No, I'm back here. Just took care of him.
Wouldn't that sound easy?
Hey guys, I gotta jump out in the real quick, but today was all the 49ers players that made their point with all the shows that got on today. They made a today's statement by the Kansas City Chiefs and beating the Eagles. All of our guys were right. We would have beat them if we had a quarterback healthy. If Brock Purdy didn't get hurt, we would have won that game, and they would have been in the Super Bowl. So they went on all these shows and they were right about everything. So I'm going to be back on tomorrow evening. I guess some of you guys will be on there with CJ, with Chris Gonzalez tomorrow. So we'll be on with them.
Oh, I'll be on there.
Right, McNiner, are you going to be on there? Are you going to be on there, David?
Yeah, the round check.
Yeah, round check tomorrow. So I'll see you guys there tomorrow. I'm freaking tired as heck.
All right, man.
Time to go to sleep.
Yeah, see you, man.
We'll see you guys.
All right, see you later, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
so if Brock Purdy can stay healthy and we've been in the Super Bowl, you think he beat Tom Brady? Patrick Mahomes?
Hey, listen, for as good as the Niners team was, if it came down to the wire like it did now, I got to go with Patrick Mahomes. He's the proven commodity. It would have been a close game, but I don't think the outcome would have been any different.
Now, if the 49ers, if Brock Purdy didn't break his arm, because he technically broke his arm. I mean, not his elbow. He broke his elbow. Okay. All those technical terms, he broke his elbow. And Kansas City's defense, everyone talks about, at the end of the season, their defense is garbage earlier in the year.
Yeah.
But their defense is always ranked just below the top 10. So they're around 10 and 15. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they're really good is that Chris Jones guy is so good. He's basically
disruptive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Basically, he's like their Nick Bosa. And he makes the secondary look good. And Deebo Samuel said the same thing, when he was trashing the Eagles secondary and their team. Their 4 players on the line were so good that there's a reason why I think they had 70 sacks.
Yeah, they tied with I think they were third right behind the 84 and 85 Bears in sacks.
I've said this. Niner content creators have said this. Everyone has said this. In the 2019 season, when we had healthy D Ford, when Armstead was really good that year, when we had Buckner and Nick Bosa, I think Sherman had 3 interceptions, and then I think we had like 2 other players with 3 interceptions also in that year. When you have a good pass rush, even Wayne Breezy said this: I don't care if we draft corners at the 5th round, the 6th round, the 7th round. When you have a good pass rush, you don't need to draft corners.
Yeah, they look good because the front seven makes their job easier, and they look good.
Debo made a huge, big point on the throw that Brock Purdy messed up his elbow. Debo said this: Brandon Ayuk had Bradbury burned.
Yeah,
he had him burned. Basically, like Brandon Ayuk had a 10-yard gap from Bradbury, and so Debo was like saying, if our quarterback didn't get hurt, Bradbury was going to get exposed, and that's why he said Bradbury was trash.
And he got cooked, yeah. He even admitted to getting cooked, so yeah.
Well, guess who don't believe that? Guess who said they don't believe that we would win, even if Brock Purdy?
Where you hiding?
Nope. My man, I was just talking about David M. Clark. He says we would still lost that game. Even
that game would have been much closer either way if he didn't break his arm.
And I told him, well, we would have seen. I told him the 49ers to beat themselves. I said the Eagles didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. Too many penalties.
I knew Hurts was a fraud the moment when he had a pass, he had a pass. He only had like 15 for 21, I believe. Only 121. All he did was just be a glorified game manager against you guys and just pick up yards through the run.
Dude, in the Super Bowl, Hurts put up 304 yards passing and 70 yards rushing.
Does the Chiefs defense compare to the Niners?
He was literally their entire offense.
Yeah.
I mean, we held AJ Brown to 28 yards, and Devontae Adams, I believe he only had 39 yards against us. And those guys were good for damn near 200 yards this game.
And guess what? Their damage came against the run and self-inflicted penalties by the Niners defense. That was the only way they were moving the ball.
They had 269 yards total offense against them.
Yeah. And they were playing a mid-Chiefs defense that's not on par with the Niners, obviously. If it was the Niners defense playing this Super Bowl, they wouldn't have dropped 30. I'd know that for sure. They'd be lucky to drop 21 if that's the case.
I was looking at the game numbers, and the game numbers are straight favor of the Eagles for the Super Bowl.
Because the Chiefs defense couldn't stop a nosebleed.
How many freaking first downs the Eagles got? I was just looking at that like, dang, dude.
And guess what, David? Guess what it came down to? Coaching and quarterback play. Sirianni, there was no way he was out-coaching Andy Reid in the biggest game of his career. There was no way. And when it came to Mahomes, he's one of the most clutchest quarterbacks I've seen, watching football. For sure.
Show him the picture after the game.
The crying photo?
Yeah.
He cried during the national anthem.
Uh-oh. I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, you're gonna love it. Hang on, I got you. Hang on, where's the photo? Here it is. And I posted it on my IG story. Here it is, right here.
Nah.
Him crying during the national anthem.
National Adam.
That's because he knows what's coming next season. He's going to lose a bunch of players. You have a rough schedule. He knows it's going to be another season or two before they can even, try to make it back.
And now I'm happy because now my team's going to be much better playing them, and we're going to get revenge playing that team.
49ers too.
So the Eagles, the entire year, they had 70 team sacks. In the Super Bowl, they did not sack Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, wow. So they went up a good offensive line and got shut down.
Now,
oh, wow.
All right. So if you want to go by the numbers, and again, I don't do this unless you're the 49ers, but just for the hell of it.
Super Bowl. Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts had a 79 QBR. He was sacked twice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He had a fumble. He lost the fumble.
That was a horrible fumble, by the way he lost it.
Okay. He did throw for 200 and technically 202 yards, not 204. That's a lie. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He had one touchdown that he threw. His
AJ
three
Brown.
touchdowns. His 3 touchdowns were all quarterback sneaks.
Yeah,
Okay.
just him running the ball. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go by the numbers. The Eagles had the majority of their drives 15 plays or more. One drive was 18 plays. An 18-play drive. It took them 18 plays for 70 yards. 70 yards.
Against a bad Chiefs defense, yeah.
Let's divide that. So 70 yards, 18 plays, less than 4 yards per play. 3.8 yards per play. That was a field goal drive by the numbers. Okay. The Eagles controlled almost 60%, basically 57.2% of the game. That's almost 40 minutes of time of possession, almost 40 minutes. So what does this mean? What does this all mean?
Horrible play calling and horrible coaching when it mattered the most, and their defense didn't bend but didn't break.
It means that against a top 15 defense, their shortest drive was an 11-play drive. Their shortest drive was 11 plays. So those are by the numbers.
Hello, 96ness podcast.
Yo, Beto.
What's up? Corey just coming and show.
But yeah, the Chiefs defense, they bended for 18 plays, but they did not break in one. Mm-hmm. The one play that got them a touchdown, they held them to 3. That's what happened.
What's up, Niner sickness?
And the Chiefs missing that field goal in the first half. It was like,
oh yeah, and they missed that field goal. So they can complain all they want. Oh man, that pass interference, yada yada. They technically could have. They should have lost by 6 points, but
they could have won 41-35. Yeah,
I'm going to digress.
96ness, how did you feel about the game today? How did you feel about it? Did you pick Kansas City to win or the Eagles to win?
Hello, Niner sickness. Yeah, like you said.
Hello.
Yeah, everyone. I mean, dude, watching Lane Johnson jump early on every play. I was looking at that like, how are the refs missing that? Like, this is, I'm watching on TV. I can see this playing his day. He's jumping. The ball ain't snapped.
I was asking myself the same thing on stream.
Why aren't you guys throwing the flag? Like,
how did they miss a false start?
He wanted Kansas. He got it right. Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and he's done what he's already done better than what Peyton Manning's done already within the 4 years already with those 2 Super Bowls.
I wanted Kansas City to win. I am happy for Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid on getting their second title in 4 years.
Went down the Eli Manning route, but yeah, 2 titles in 4 years.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with those guys moving forward because they signed a bunch of 1-year contracts with wide receivers, and it's going to be just one of those. It's going to be just we're going, and they do have some big contracts, and player paydays coming up, and they have some decisions to make. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep the team. With
Eagles?
Patrick Mahomes, you're gonna be winning games. But at the same time, if you don't put at least middle of the pack, if not top 10 defense out there, you're not winning championships. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens there.
Then he needs weapons.
Yep.
96.
Well, that's the thing is Juju Smith-Schuster is a free agent. Isn't Valdez-Scantling, isn't that guy a free agent too? And then Hardman,
they're going to resign him. They'll resign him.
Hardman. So that
I wish McKinnon played like he played with the Chiefs, where he could play for us. He didn't even do too much.
If McCole Hardman hits the free agency market, I would kill to have a McCole Hardman on the Giants right now. I'll tell you that much. If he hits the free agency market,
I think he is. He's listed as unrestricted.
But he's one of the options I go after, yeah, as a number 2 option after we draft a receiver. So that's for sure.
Let me see anything. So, do y'all think Seattle's gonna?
Seattle's what?
You think Seattle's just gonna go ahead with what's his name?
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith, yeah.
They'll sign him to a team-friendly deal, and then they're going to drop I have a feeling they'll draft one of these quarterbacks out the draft. They'll try to make a trade offer with Chicago to secure the quarterback if they want Bryce Young, more than likely. So that's not out of the question. He's a bridge quarterback regardless for whatever rookie they're going to draft this year or the year after.
Okay. Who y'all, John Jay, who you think going to be in the battle of the NFC West?
So, what I learned this year is that Pete Carroll will find ways to win football games. And so that's one thing I've learned. The Cardinals and the Rams, the Cardinals are going to do better than the Rams this year. I think the Rams are going to be bad again next year. And I'm going to tell you why. They got no draft picks. They got no money.
Salary cap to spending,
and they have to make some tough decisions. If they got to restructure everyone's contract, if they got to take away the Aaron Donald's money, Ramsey money, even Stafford's money, if they got to take money away from their players to make extra money, they're probably going to do that. Will the players be willing to do that? I don't think so. So that's going to be the big issue. They're going to lose a lot of free agents. They will lose a lot of free agents, and many of the free agents are going to be a lot of their like backups and mid-tier guys because they won't be able to afford those people. So the Rams, if they're lucky, if they're healthy, I think they're going to be last place for the first time in, I think, like 9 seasons. They're going to be in last place. I think they'll probably win 6-7 games at best, but they're not winning the division, so we can cross them out. I think the Cardinals, I don't know what they're going to do with their head coach, but I think the Cardinals are going to be third place. They might win 8-9 games, barely. I think the Seahawks and the Niners are going to be competing for the division. That's my thoughts for Corey's question. Corey's gone.
Hey, I could see the Rams going 9-8 if they keep everybody.
Nah, I think the Cardinals have a better shot than the Rams do, really.
Now, let's be 100%, for real. So last year, Jimmy Garoppolo, let's give him the credit. If he wasn't there, would Brock Purdy still do what he did, for the entire year? And
well, Brock Purdy, you're right though, because Brock Purdy was practicing against our defense for all those weeks.
Yeah, so
right?
Basic and also he would have gone in there against Seattle. Would he have done better than Jimmy Garoppolo with the Broncos? I do think the game probably would have been the same. I think it would have been a very low scoring game. I think we would have won against the Falcons. I think the Niners could have been 14-3. I think we would have, Trey Lance would have still lost against the Bears. And I think Brock Purdy would have lost to the Broncos and the Chiefs. And I think he would have finished 14-2. I think he would have finished 14-2 because what he did at the end of the year, that would have been a team. And then with McCaffrey, I think that's what could have happened. Now, again, that's hypothetical, but let's be for real. Like, say Brock Purdy came in, I think the Niners would have won 10 games, and I think we still would have won the division. I think we would have been bounced out in the first round because I think we would have had to play somebody else. But overall, we're back to the question: what is keeping this team from being good? The quarterback. Brock Purdy. Say Brock Purdy comes back and he's healthy and he's named a starter. I don't know what's going to happen. I am more confident with Trey Lance as the starter, and I'm going to give you the reason why. He's going to come in healthy. He's going to have more time with the team. This is Trey Lance's job to lose, not the other way around. So if Trey Lance plays like crap, I mean, he literally plays like crap. He is the product of Kyle for saying this guy is going to be really, really good. And it shows you that Kyle doesn't know how to scout quarterbacks. Then Brock Purdy will probably have to step in. And what Brock Purdy did last year with the team around him, I think will be all right. But the quarterback is going to be the question that's going to hold the Niners back. That's just my thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and what David Corona said. If we had Patrick Mahomes, what if we had drafted him? Now, that's a question too. Will we ruin him? Will he be the quarterback he is now? Because who was our coach when Patrick?
Shanahan.
Shanahan was.
Oh,
Shanahan
wow.
was
They
our
destroyed
coach
their
when Mahomes got drafted.
My bad.
Because that was the draft we took garbage at Solomon Thomas, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we should have picked up Patrick Mahomes.
We could have traded down and got Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I just find it hilarious.
You guys have a good night. I gotta go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, man.
All right, man. You guys have a good night.
I do.
All right,
later,
Corona.
I'll see you later, man.
See you soon, man.
Yep, you too, man. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Yep. All right, later, right, TC?
See you.
Yeah, see, Crazy Juice said the Lambs have 25 free agents.
And no cap room to bring anybody back.
True.
A lot of them are backups, yeah.
And again, like the general manager has to really figure out, what he's gonna do. Because again, no disrespect to like buying talent in the NFL is not like the NBA or Major League Baseball. In baseball, because baseball, there's no salary cap. You can pay whatever you want. And remember, I'm a baseball guy. In football, it's risky. You're basically putting everything on the line for a title for that year. Now, say the Rams, like for the next decade, is garbage. They go for a decade of trashness. And hypothetically, if Tard would have caught that, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, we're gonna see how the Rams are gonna do to fix, all these, the stupidity that they have done. But Baker Mayfield, he was there to have a quarterback because Matthew Stafford arm was fatigued. If Matthew Stafford is their guy and he continues to have arm stuff, they're going to be screwed. That's the reason why their general manager said, hey, if we need to get cheaper at the quarterback, we'll pay Baker Mayfield to be like the highest paid backup and restructure the contract of Matthew Stafford to bring in money. But at the end of the day, again, I don't really care what the Rams do. Yeah.
So do you think Baker Mayfield's gone, or are they going to resign him?
The problem is, like, where is he going to go? Like, the Panthers, the Texans, even Detroit and Seattle are going to look at quarterbacks. So where is he going to go? So let's start playing Panthers. Hot. Let's go play hot potato. Let's start throwing the potato around. The Jets, if they're looking for a free agent quarterback, Robert Saleh, has a good relationship with Jimmy Garoppolo. So, or they can also draft, Zach Wilson's replacement if Zach Wilson cannot develop next year. So he's not going back to Cleveland, Kirk Cousins is getting older. But I don't know, like, what they're thinking at the quarterback, so I don't think that's going to be a place for him. Tennessee, that's a very interesting place for him because Tennessee, Tannehill's not the future. I don't know what they're going to do with them. And Malik Willis is like a Ryan, what's his name? Like Taysom Hill with a better arm. So that's gonna be a question mark. Now, say Jimmy doesn't go to Oakland, like some people are saying that not Oakland, to Las Vegas. Say he doesn't go to the Raiders, and say Jimmy goes to another team. Yeah, remember he can still go to Miami, Houston, and the Jets if he wants to work with coaches he knows. The Raiders are trading Carr. Are the Raiders going to draft a quarterback? Does Baker Mayfield want to get paid to go over there? Again, we don't know. So Baker Mayfield, I don't know where is he going to go. So
Baker Mayfield probably, that's a fact crazy too. So I think he'll get re-signed I think he'll be a backup to the Rams. I think he'll get signed.
I don't know what's going to happen because actually, let me look at the teams that need quarterbacks.
I know he'll get signed Carolina because Carolina won release him.
Hey, listen, there's that whole NFC South division's wide open over there. That shit's wide open over there now. If you look at the quarterbacks that are there ever since Brady retired. But if I had to put money on who I think might come out the South, I think it'll be the Saints. And if I had to put a gun to my head, I'd probably take the Saints to win that division. Especially they get the quarterback situation right over there. They have a top 10 defense and weapons around. They just got to stay healthy.
Oh, these are the teams that Baker Mayfield's not going. He's not going to Buffalo. He's not going to Philadelphia. He's not going to Dallas. He's not going to New York. Washington Commanders. I'm sorry, but like Philadelphia, when they give him that contract, I wouldn't be surprised if Carson Wentz is released. So if this division, the Commanders are an option because we don't know their quarterback situation. The Dolphins, I don't know about Tua. He's probably gonna look at his future, see if he wants to play football because he had 3 concussions in one season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I talked about the Jets. Now, if they're looking for someone who's better than Zach Wilson, Baker Mayfield is better than Zach Wilson.
Yeah. Not saying much, but yeah.
So now let's go with New England. This is an interesting team because we don't know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mac Jones, had a bad year because of his coordinator. Now he's getting Bill O'Brien. If Bill O'Brien cannot fix him, Mac Jones is a bust.
Mm-hmm.
So New England is a toss-up. All right. So he's not going to Cincinnati. He's not going to Cleveland, and he's not going to the Steelers. Let's talk about the Ravens. We don't know what Lamar Jackson is going to do. Lamar Jackson missed the final 4 games of the year, and he missed that playoff game. So he technically didn't play for either 5 or 6 games. 4 or 5 games. Baltimore right now, they have all the power because they say, hey, so let's see what Lamar Jackson did this season if he's warranted a new contract. So he had the worst year that was not his rookie season in pass percentage. Okay. He did have 17 passing touchdowns. And he had 3 rushing touchdowns. So from last year he had a better pass percentage. Last year he threw actually more interceptions than this year. So looking at Lamar Jackson, it's a 50-50. So we don't know what's going to happen over there. So keep an eye on Baltimore. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. All right. The Vikings, they're probably going to run out Kirk Cousins' contract, so he's not going nowhere. The Lions have Goff, but they're going to draft a quarterback. I think they're going to let Goff's contract expire and develop a quarterback. Let's look at Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, we don't know his future. If LaFleur is looking for a veteran quarterback to replace Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love, let's look at Green Bay. Chicago, they got Justin Fields. I feel bad for him, but no. All right, so no to Jacksonville, Tennessee, Indianapolis could get Baker Mayfield. The Texans also need a quarterback. So the AFC South, there are 3 choices. Look at those teams. Tampa Bay, they need a quarterback. So basically, look at the AFC South. I think that is going to be a possible market, not Carolina. So you take away Carolina, and so there's 6 teams in the South. The Niners are not going to get them. The Seahawks, they're going to ride with Geno Smith. There's a rumor he's going to get $40 million for 2 years. Arizona, nope. Denver, nope. Chiefs, and so the AFC South and the NFC South, there are 6 teams that need quarterbacks. So that's the Baker Mayfield dilemma. All right.
Okay.
Well, wherever Faker Fairfield goes, he will fail. Look at what Cleveland did his first couple years. He had OBJ, he had Landry, they had those good running backs. They had a good offense, a good defense, and he couldn't do anything with it. So I just don't. I see him as a good career backup, but that's about all I see him being.
All right, so let's look at Baker Mayfield's career. Okay, in 2018, he was a number 1 pick overall. He had 27 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, had a 64% pass completion. Then, he had Freddie Kitchens, and that was a disaster. That was his worst statistical production. He had 21 interceptions, 22 touchdowns. So it really shows you. So in 2020, he led Cleveland to their first playoff victory. His numbers were worse than his rookie year. He had 63% pass completion. His rookie, he had a better. But he had a better touchdown interception ratio, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Who does that remind me of? Who was that quarterback that we talk smack who's not going to be on the – he reminds me of Jimmy Garoppolo because he had the running back, Chubb, had quality wide receivers. Their offensive line was really good, and they had some really good defensive players. Now let's go to the 2021 season. In 14 games, he's under 500, so he had 3 losing seasons in 4 of his, campaigns. Had the worst pass completion in his 4 years, a 60% pass completion, 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. So you're seeing the trend. 14 interceptions his rookie year, 21 his sophomore year. His only year he was under plus 10 interceptions was the year he had a good run game, good offensive line. And in 2021, he went back to being a quarterback that throws interceptions. He goes to Carolina, which was dumb. He gets traded to the Rams. He has Sean McVay. He had his best pass completion in only 4 games, which is the same amount, 64%, his rookie year. So what is Baker Mayfield? Baker Mayfield is a better Jimmy Garoppolo. Because he doesn't get hurt. So basically, Baker Mayfield and Jimmy Garoppolo are sort of the same quarterback.
Except one's not a statue, but yeah, you're right.
Now, Baker Mayfield is not a mobile quarterback. Now, he's really good in the pocket awareness, but he's not a mobile quarterback. Like Brock Purdy actually is better pocket awareness. Now, what does pocket awareness mean? Like I say this all the time. Pocket awareness is when you're able to scramble away from the tackles and the sacks. And Baker Mayfield isn't as good awareness. Like he can roll out, but he can't escape pressure. So that's about it.
But Baker Mayfield played injured in when he was with Browns in 2020. Yeah. He played with some kind of shoulder injury. I plan on doing this all season. I'm still planning on. I don't know if I'm going to do a show Wednesday or not. I will plan on doing trivia. But I haven't got my book yet. I got to check that out. Why my book haven't came in. Because I got a 49 trivia book, but I said, that's not fair to the people that's not 49er fans.
Yeah. But still, I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks anyway, so you're good. I'm going to take a break from live streaming. Won't be back till the second week of the XFL. That's when I'll be back.
All right. So I just noticed it is almost 10 o'clock, and I got to eat dinner. So before I go, I think this is a great way. Corey, David, and YTC, you guys have been the constant on these StreamYard things. This entire entire year. All this stuff. It's always been the four of us in any type of capacity. So before I go, so tomorrow I'm going to be posting a video. So it's going to be an upload video. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm basically once a week, I'm going to post like these opinionated videos. They're going to be very controversial. Tomorrow, you're probably not going to like the video, YTC, but a question that was given to me by somebody was the comeback player of the year. A lot of people were like, so I basically was impartial and presented some information to see if they are correct or if they're wrong. So that's gonna be my first. So I'm gonna do 4 uploaded videos once a week on Mondays. There'll be like 10 minutes or less. I'm not gonna make them very long, but I'm gonna post all shorts for the rest of this month. And what I'm gonna do so tomorrow I'm gonna find out what's wrong with me. Like the last 2 days, I feel okay, but I know I'm sick. Like even though I've been composing myself, I've been talking a lot. I really not feeling myself. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I'm gonna find out, and hopefully there is good news. And maybe I just need to rest up and just stay away from the computer for a while. So that's what's gonna happen on my channel. So now the channel is basically going to be just a project, just something like a hobby. Like I've given up on trying to be like a reporter, all that bull crap. It's still going to be 49ers Ultimate Report, but I don't want to do YouTube. I don't like it. It's making me feel bad. And I don't know if Niner Sickness is, still watching. I know it's been a while. So I'm going to say this if he's watching. Niner Sickness, I don't know how you feel about me, but at the end of the day, man, I wish you well. And I don't hate you. From some of the people who've been saying some stuff, I'm going to wish the Niners community well, but the Niners community has really, really caused my pain. I'm sorry to say that. It's for real. That's one of the small factors. That's why I didn't want to touch up on it. So if they're listening, I'm gonna get myself better. I'm gonna work hard, and I'm gonna come back stronger. And when I do come back, no more stale back images. It's gonna look a little bit more professional if I do stream again. But I'm gonna take some time off. Worst case scenario, probably I'll be back in September when the season starts. But I don't think I'm gonna need it that much. But I'll find out tomorrow, and I'll post something on my channel and my Instagram to see what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna go have some dinner. I'll see you guys when I see you.
All right.
All right, John Jay. Take it easy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Take care, John.
Yep. Like I said, I'll give you my phone number if you need to talk.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yep. I put it like I'm gonna say something. I know a lot of you guys have your phone numbers of everybody. Corey Davis is gonna have a special category on my cell phone. Again, I've never met you in person, Corey, but I consider you like a brother, someone. Even though I'm not related to you, I don't have friends. I have brothers, and so I have a lot of brothers and sisters. Because when you build a relationship, slowly, hopefully, one day I'll consider everyone brothers. But Corey, you have been someone who's supporting my channel. You donate, so I really appreciate that. So yeah, I got your number saved, and if I ever need to call you, I'll call you. So thank you very much for the kind generosity, man.
Welcome.
All right, so you guys have a good night. And before I go, Eagle fans, the Niners are the real NFC champions. Cough, cough.
That was weird.
What TC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you gonna be gone for a while too?
Couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone for like 2 weeks. Really, it's because my birthday is coming up like next week, I believe, around the 18th. I'm gonna go. I'm leaving around the 16th down to Tennessee. You know, I'm visiting my my dad's side of the family. I haven't seen him around for like nearly 3 years. So yeah, I'm gonna go spend my birthday over his side for once. You know, it's been a very long while. So yeah, I'm gonna be. I won't be back. Mm-hmm.
Well, happy early birthday.
Yeah, I'm about to be in my mid-20s soon. So yeah, at 24. So yeah. I'll be around there, and then I'll be back for the second week of the XFL. It should be around like the 23rd or 24th of February. I think it's on a Saturday. I'll be back. It's a perfect 2-week vacation for me, you know, after feeling burned out doing the play-by-plays. It'll be a 2-week rest up, so yeah.
And maybe by that week, David might not have his channel going.
And I look forward to seeing that channel.
Dude, I gotta actually, you know that TED Talks Ball? I don't know if you follow him or not, Corey.
Yeah, I do.
That guy, we actually have a stream scheduled for the 21st. So he contacted me on Instagram, yeah. Yeah, and was like, hey, you want to come on my stream? I'm sitting there thinking, all this exposure I'm getting, I might as well start up my own channel. You know,
yeah, you have a decent following. Yeah,
that's exactly it. Is I'm getting exposure from other people, so I might as well start up my own channel and, you know, go on some other streams, get some more exposure, and just see what happens. You know,
it all starts with one for sure.
Yep,
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So David, never mind. I can't even think I was going to ask.
I'm gonna be 24.
So yeah, if I could get it going, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm planning on doing trivia.
Yeah, and I look forward to it.
And I'm planning on who at the end of before the football season start again. I'm gonna add up all the points. How many points you got right?
Really?
And the winner. So I might take 2 weeks off of that too, 2 or 3 weeks. I might start the trivia up in March.
All right.
Because they'll give me time to find out too why my other book haven't came in. What happened? It came in, somebody stole it? Because I ordered that package way before I ordered my bag. The book way before I ordered my bag. My bag came in before it. I'm like, no, I ordered that book.
Well, you might be able to look at your order from wherever you ordered the book at and track it via the tracking number they give them and see what it says.
Yeah.
I mean, if it says delivered, I'd call them and say, you know, it says delivered, but I never received it. I actually had it was around a $250 package come up missing. And I called the place and was like, what is going on here, guys? Like, you know, I looked at the tracking number. It says delivered. I've never seen it. So, you know, what? And they're like, oh, well, here, you're going to have to file a thing with the U.S. Post Service and you're going to have to go through them. I was like, huh. So, you know, that took like a week and a half. And then I ended up calling them back going, dude, I never received it. You know, I'm not paying for something I haven't received. Well, you know, they were trying to put it on the U.S. Post Service. But, I paid for it with my credit card. So I went to my bank and said, yeah, I'm refuting these charges. I never received it. Because their customer service wouldn't, send me another one, or, it was like, I never got it, dude. I ain't, I'm not lying to you. And the U.S. Post Service said, put it by garage or outside something. It was like, what? It's like, why the hell would you do that? because there's a nice front porch that actually has a hidden spot that they can put it. It won't get stolen. It'll be there until I get it, you know? And I've never had a problem with people stealing packages because UPS, FedEx, they always put them there. And it's like, I'm sitting there going, why did they said they put it around a garage. And number one, I do not have a garage. So, you know, was it even delivered to the right place? But either way, you know, I actually had to go to my credit card company and refuse the charges. And I told my credit card company why, the whole story. And, you know, it ended up, I got refunded, but still, I shouldn't have had to gone through all that, you know?
Yeah, but I ordered something and it didn't come, and I looked, and I walked down the street. I didn't talk, because sometimes we get neighbors' packages, because they just don't look at the delivery person and either get lazy or I don't know what they do. They look and they just delivered it. And I'm like, it's not ours. It's my neighbor's. I walk it down to them. Like one time I looked and I said, I forgot about, I have two cameras. I got the doorbell camera and also got infinity camera. So I went on the infinity camera and looked on what they said what time they for deliver it. And he did deliver it. But he didn't put it in he put it in the mailbox. That's why I didn't see it, because I thought it was gonna be big. The package was going to be big to fit my mailbox. But it did fit. I was wrong. It said he delivered it. And I looked at the time. I said, oh. And I went back to that time. And I said, oh, there you go. He put it in my mailbox. So I went back down to my mailbox and got it out. So yeah, I might have to do that. Look, see when if they said deliver it, go back to my video and see. But see that book is thick. It couldn't fit in that mailbox, and I've been taking the mail out of there, so I know he ain't put it in there. But I can see if somebody came up and stole it too. If he didn't put it inside the gate. I remember that's what I have on my DoorDash. When they deliver food, I had to put a note on there and say, because my sister-in-law, we let her go in the back. She has dementia, and she'll see people coming at the gate like this coming, and she'll say, hey, hey. So she did that one time when my food coming, hey, and they gave it to her. And all my food was scattered on the ground. My drink and everything was gone. I'm like, so I put a note on my thing, on them saying, please do not give it to the lady that's walking in the backyard. Come to my front door. And then they had to reimburse me for that food. You know, my brother went to the store that I bought it, the food I bought it from, place I bought it from, and got me. He replaced it, but I'm like, don't give it to the lady that screamed, hey, in the backyard. Come to my front door. Well, I guess I'll close it down now.
Yeah, it was good hearing your story, man. I was hearing it in the background. But yeah, I understand. You got to get some shut-eye. I got to get some shut-eye too, but yeah.
Yeah,
anyways,
YTCL. I work in the morning, and you know,
YTCL, and the Drive for 5 starts in 7 months. YTCL.
All right, YTC.
Later.
Thank you for coming
Later,
on.
YTC. The drive for 5, huh? That's it. We're on the quest for 6 still. That kind of sucks. But,
thank you, Crazy Juice, for hanging with me. David Corona, you did say bye to me. And he said he didn't say bye to you, David.
Oh, that's fine. It's cool, David Corona. You have a good night, buddy.
Thank you, Night of Sickness. See who else came in. Eric Willis. Thank you. Damian Lee. Big Mac Sports. John J. Platform 246. Thank you. TOP. Let me see. Oh, what was his name? He's a 49er fan. What is his name?
Damn, I don't think. Oh, I was just looking. Big Mac Sports. Big Mac.
DST.
Damian Lee. Oh.
DST.
Yep.
And thank you, Damian Lee. And Bebop. Thank you, everybody, for your support. And I don't think I'm going to be doing a Wednesday. I think I'm going to come back. I might not even come. If I do, it's going to be probably I'm going to do some interviews, set up some interviews with some players, some fans. If I do. I like doing that. I have fun with the Steeler fan. So I might do that. Hit up some maybe some. I try to get that Seattle fan again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to work on this here wall behind me because I see all kinds of 49er stuff up there, but there's not enough yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I got too many 49 stuff. My brother's tired of me. He's tired of. That's what he came in and said, "Sorry, your Niners didn't make it to Super Bowl." Ha ha. He was rooting for the Eagles to win today. That's well. The Pigeons didn't make it win.
The Eagles flew right into a wall named Mahomes. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I was late coming on here today because my computer was messing up. My top camera still messing up. It won't show. I had to use my bottom camera today. I think I just got to reboot my computer, turn it off, and reboot it again. And then I get the top camera back to working. But I didn't want to do that because I wanted to try to get on here. I was like, that's going to make me even more late if I had to cut off the computer and cut it back on.
Yep.
I'm like, man, I know people waiting for me. Probably. That's probably why David Clark, he probably came in because he said he's going to try to come in. He probably came in. I wasn't here at 7 o'clock. He said, well, bye.
I dropped the early comment, but then I had a date tonight, so that's why I was late. So, yep. Beautiful redhead lady. Yep.
Yep. Well, have a good one.
All right, buddy. It's always fun. And if you're not on Wednesday, I'll see you next time when you start the trivia, though.
Okay.
That's going to be a good time.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
All right. Have a good night.